Hi people, Monique Noel-Gunter here, making video for day 9 of 365. I can't believe it's been 9 days already. I feel like we just started on this beautiful relationship, right? I'm pumped because it has been a wonderful day. I started out with the family, and I went on over to my bestie, who's like my sister from another mother, and then I got to meet with some wonderful friends, starting new things in business. I just gotta tell you, there is something wonderful about being able to be yourself and to make a difference. Like, what's the point of living in this world if we can't help others and if we can't be a blessing, right? I feel like today I want to share with you guys about making your impossibles possible, right? Why is this important? I once heard that nothing is impossible unless you think it's impossible, right? So if I think it's impossible for me to climb the mountain over there, then it will be impossible. If I think that it is possible for me to climb the mountain, then my brain is gonna fight to make me right, and it is gonna find ways to make me succeed at climbing that mountain. I have this conversation with my kids all the time because I really want to empower them to understand that your attitude really does determine your altitude. Like, whatever limits you set on yourself are the limits that you're going to be bound to, because your brain is such a powerful and amazing gift that it's literally going to fight to make you right. So if you believe that you can do something, you can do it, and you will if you set your mind to do it. If you believe you can't do something, then you can't, because your brain is going to fight to prove you right. This is such a simple concept, but it slips to so many of us, right? And especially as a parent, I do my best to be mindful of the things that I say and what meaning it has, because when you speak things over your life, it's a powerful statement that you're making. And if you speak it over your little ones, I mean, literally, you're affecting the next generation, and their mindset is developed based on the words that the people that they cherish the most, that they look up to the most, are pouring into them. So you're going to affect the next generation, because what they believe and receive for themselves is likely what they're going to pass on to their offspring. So making your impossibles possible, that is up to you, right? No one in this world is going to fight for you the way that you're going to fight for yourself. Well, that's not true. There are people in this world who you don't even know about that are going to fight for you the way that you need to have someone fight for you, right? But you don't know that yet because you haven't met them yet, or because they haven't had a need to do it, right? But there are people all over this planet that are strategically placed there by God to do wonderful things. You help others, others help you. We as a society are blessed, right? But when we get stuck in our minds, right, and we forget that we're not solitary creatures just here for ourselves, but we're literally here to be a blessing to somebody else, it's like we wasted our lives, right? I hope I'm not being too preachy, and if I am, forgive me. Because it really is important to my heart. Like, there are so many things that I would have never even tried had I not been, I want to say, encouraged, right, as a child, taught to believe in myself. Because there are some really mean people in the world that have nothing nice to say, even to a kid. I mean, for a little child to look at another child and just be mean, you got to kind of wonder where that comes from, because we're not born mean. 99.99% of us, I believe, are born good, and we learn these negative, mean habits from other people. So how we learn to deal with people and negativity that we face, it partly comes from, our environment, what we see, how we have to survive, what our parents instill in us, and then also the choices that we make. Because no matter what our parents do, they could teach us as much as they want to teach us, pour into us whatever they want to pour into us, but it's up to us when we become adults to decide what we're going to do, right? So if I want to show my girls that you can do the impossible, first of all, I have to believe that, right? I have to believe that it's true, because I'm not going to tell them a lie. Like, I am that mom. Like, I'm going to tell them the truth, even when it's not something I really want to say. Like, I will tell my girls the truth. So first I have to believe it. right? Then I have to accept it for myself as the truth. For me, understanding that is my truth. That's not necessarily their truth, right? Because if I believe it is impossible for me to dye my hair green, it's not going to happen. That and a green donkey you'll never see, right? That's my belief. One of my munchkins might decide, hey, green's a cool color, like let's go green, like Kermit the Frog here, right? Whatever the case is. The belief is up to them to decide. I, as their mom, get to pour into them so that they can see themselves as worthy, as valuable, as not like some stush person who doesn't think that anybody else is as good as them. Because no, nobody's better than anybody else. We may make better decisions every now and again, but we're all people, right? I don't know. I may have to remake this video because it's long, but no, I'm not, because I'm journaling, right? I'm journaling and I'm rambling because I'm so excited. It's been an amazing day, and you know what really makes me happy is helping other people, right? Knowing that you're affecting the life of someone in a positive way, like that is just beautiful to me. It's absolutely beautiful because there are so many beautiful people out here. So to be able to help other beautiful people, and I do think I'm beautiful inside and out, to be able to help other beautiful people, right? That is such a blessing, right? Have you ever had that feeling where you know you're doing something good for somebody else? Like maybe you get something nice for your kid, you wrap it up and they haven't seen it yet, but you know it's theirs, you know it's coming for them, and you just can't wait for them to unwrap it. Like that's how I feel right now. And I'm not going to get into details as to why, but it's a beautiful feeling, and I hope you all get to experience that feeling of doing something great for someone else and being able to just enjoy that feeling. Like Denzel Washington once said, the most selfish thing you can do on the planet is what did he say? Is doing something good for somebody else. And he's so right. He's so right, because it feels so good to do right by other people. It really does. I challenge you all, if you haven't done something good for somebody else in a long time, you can't even remember the last time you did it, do something today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Today. Do something good for somebody else. Whether or not you think they'll do it for you. Whether or not you think they deserve it. Whether or not they asked you to. Whether or not you think they'll even appreciate it. Do something good for somebody else today. Then tell me how you feel about it. Tell me if it made a difference, right? Tell me if you genuinely can just do good without expecting something in return. Because, I mean, what's the point? If everything is tit for tat, like, are you really even being good? Like, no, it's it's not the same. Do something for someone else that is good without expecting something in return. Genuinely wanting to do that good for that person without something expected in return. I promise you, you will feel amazing, because the joy that you bring, I don't know, it's just I think it's even better than the joy that you feel. It really is. So check your mind, right? Make your impossibles your possibles. Whatever it is that's out of your hands, if it's out of your hands, it's in God's hands. And that's the best place for it, because He can do what we can't do. So give it to Him. Trust Him. Don't be like a little kid who's playing a game with you and they give you the toy and then they take it back, and then they give you the toy and then they take it back. No. If you give it to Him, look at it, say goodbye to it, and leave it in His hands. Because when He gives it back to you, He's not giving it back to you the same. He's giving it back to you better. And if He doesn't give it back to you, it's because He has something else that's better for you. I hope this blesses you. I always say that, but I really mean it. I hope this blesses someone, because life is too short to not live in purpose, to not be a blessing, to not pour the things out into the world that God poured into you for you to share, right? I'm a selfish and greedy girl. Like, you give me my favorite food, I'm gonna want to eat it all. But if I see somebody else is hungry, you're not gonna get another bite from me. Like, I am going to give it away, because to me, like, how can I sit there and eat and I'm watching somebody hungry? Like, how can I do that? I can't, because again, I won't let myself, because in my mind, that's not the right thing to do. But at the same time, if I can share with that person my meal and then share with them how they don't have to be hungry anymore, that's much, much better, right? So what is your impossible? What is the thing that seems impossible to you in the front of your mind, but in the back of your mind, you believe it's possible? You just don't necessarily have encouragement or a support system or a way of getting there yet. What is that impossible thing? Face it. Tell yourself you can do it. And then genuinely believe that you can. And use your powerful, wonderful, beautiful mind to figure out how you can positively affect the world. And I mean positively affect the world. Don't go out and try and do some impossible stuff that's going to ruin people's lives or your own. Please, don't do that. Do good, because what you do does come back to you. And the things that are unseen in this world are real. So please put positive out in the world. Let it shine. Let it spread. Get that back. Don't go putting out negativity. Put positivity out there. Leave negativity alone. All right? That's all I'm going to say about that. But rambling on a long time tonight, because I'm super happy and I'm kind of sleepy, and I get a little silly when I'm sleepy. But make your impossible possible and encourage someone. I do really, really challenge you. Go out today. Do something good for someone just because you can. And don't expect anything in return. Just because you can do it. And then tell me how you feel. Tell me how it made you feel. Right? Did it feel the way you expected it? If not, what was surprising? Alright. Monique Noel-Gunter here, saying good night. God bless. Bye.